Hey guys, Crystal here, the Pineapple Picker, and I know I've been away for a while, but I had a little bit of a medical issue. No, I did not have corona, but yeah, I had to take it easy for a bit, and it's really hard to take it easy when you have children around. So anyway, let's get into this estate haul that we got last weekend. I'd like to show you guys everything that I picked up for $150. Okay, so I don't know exactly where to start here, but let's start with, I got 3 boxes of Shiny Bright ornaments. These are vintage ornaments that sell really well. Miss Allie says hi.
Sorry guys, I couldn't be in the video for so long. I was just so excited to open my new Dolly sack,
So I bought 3 boxes of Shiny Bright. There's a few in here that are in questionable condition, but most are in good condition. A few of them are striped like this, but most of them are going to be solid color. And these are really desirable. I'm not sure, I may wait to sell these around Christmas, but I'm not positive. I know Christmas sells year round, but I know that I could command a little bit higher price in around the holidays. So we'll see how that goes. I'm pretty confident I could probably get around 40 bucks for all 3 of these. Probably more like 50 around Christmas time. So that's those. I got another set of ornaments. I think I could sell these for somewhere around $20. And these had a price tag of $4, but I think she charged me $2. But these are Christmas by Krebs, and they're sort of Bethlehem design on there. So those are vintage. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's no year on them, but then okay. So this is hilarious. I saw this and I just picked it up. She charged me $1 for it, but
let's just cuddle tonight.
This is Mr. Wonderful. He says all the right things.
Actually, I'm not sure which way to go. I'll turn in here and ask directions. Here, you take the remote. As long as I'm with you, I don't care what we watch. You know, honey, why don't you just relax and let me make dinner tonight?
Wouldn't that be nice? My other half does make dinner sometimes, but yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I may keep this. I don't know. I just think it's funny. I know that they sell for somewhere around $10. She charged me $1 for it, so no worries there. I picked up, she charged me $1 for this. I needed one of these. This is to cut apples, and I don't have one. And this is a really nice one. It's a Calphalon brand one. So I'm going to keep this for myself, use it for my kids. They've been wanting one, and we didn't have one. I did pick up this Bates stapler. Looked vintage. I don't know why, but I always gravitate towards, maybe I can show you. I have this obsession. I have this sort of obsession for old staplers and old staples. And I have several of them. One day, maybe I'll take them and sort of lot them together and maybe get a good, decent price for them. But if I can find them really cheap, then I just grab them and, you know, buy them. So my soon-to-be stepdaughter, she loves cacti, however you say it. So I'm not sure if this is worth anything. I'm gonna look it up, but this says Costa Boda since 1742, but it seems hand blown, and it's really cute. And she only charged me $1 for this too. So we'll see if that's worth anything. I did look up a few items, and I'm going to give you a few of the costs. Plus, I'll pop up, if I can find comps for things, I'll pop them up here. I did pick up a few. These were $1, so some recipe book kind of things. So we're in Williamsburg, Virginia, and we're on the Chesapeake Bay. So this says the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum, St. Michael's, Maryland. So this has a bunch of recipes that use crab and clam and, you know, all of these things for our area. I just thought it was really cool. Again, I'm not sure if it's worth anything, but to me, I really like it. And if you don't know, I'm a chef, so things like these intrigue me, things like this. I also got this cookbook, More of the Best from New Mexico Kitchens, New Mexico Magazine. And it's just one of those little spiral bound cookbooks. There's a few notes stuck in here that I see. Yeah, kind of cool. And then this I just thought was cool because it's kind of vintagey. It's a little like recipe keeper. I don't know what I can get for that either, but again, she charged me $1 for it, so. And then this is gonna go on my table, but she charged me $1 for this. It's brand new, just the package is broken there, but Stars and Stripes table runner. Thought that was cool. That's going on my dining room table. And what else? This, you can guys see Jackson. Hi, Jackson. Hi, Jackson. This is called Panaview. It's a slide viewer, and I'm not sure. I think the bulb is blown in it, so I need to check and see if I can get a bulb for it. They don't go for a ton of money. I think around $15 to $20, but I paid like $2 for it. Yeah, so next, I really liked this music box. I saw it and just thought it was really pretty, and they had $5 on it, but she gave it to me for half price, so really thought it was pretty. There are no markings on the bottom. I'm assuming that maybe at one point there was here, but I need to do some research on this and see if it's worth anything. I don't care. I might actually end up keeping it because I love it so much. So ashtrays. This is the Madrid Palace Hotel ashtray. You see the back. She charged me like $1 for these, and this one I comped it, and I think it was going for around $17. And then this Rue de Paris Restaurant Francais. This one also $1, and I could not find this on eBay, but after searching around a little bit, I saw one for sale for around $25. So that's cool. Sorry about Jackson, he's freaking out. Don't freak out, Jackson. He doesn't like when my other half, Tim, is in the garage, and the garage is right out here. So he gets upset because he's not out there with him, but the garage door is open and he can't be out there right now. I picked up these 2 dictionaries. So this one is French to English, English to French. And this one is Italian to English, English to Italian. And I think she charged me $1 a piece on those 2. And then these Kimberly pencils. So obviously this looks pretty vintage, and there are 5 pencils in here, and these are like drawing pencils, like artist pencils. I saw that 2 of them with the box sold for $13.99. I believe she charged me $1 for this also, yeah, I could probably get at least $15 for these. These were $1 a piece. This is like a vintage juicer. You can see, you can put your your lime in there. These don't sell for much. I think around $70. I paid $1. This is a vintage can opener. This one also sells for around $10. I may get a few utensils together and lot them up. I'm not sure. I also paid, I think she charged me like $4 for this power bank. Like, I don't even know what it actually charges, but I know it's like one of those fast chargers, and it doesn't even look like it has been used. It's still in the box, and it goes for somewhere around $30. So I was okay with paying that. Also purchased, I'm a sucker for pottery, and I love purple. So I saw this. They had $4 on it. She charged me $2. So it looks like maybe for tea. So you'd put your tea leaves in there, pour your hot water over, let it sit for a few minutes, and there's your tea. It is signed on the bottom. I haven't had a chance to look and see what the signature is, who it belongs to, but I could probably sell this pretty easily for around $20 or so. $20, $30. Okay, she charged me $1 for all of these. So I think these are, they used to use decorations for shoes instead of, you know, buying a new pair of shoes all the time. You could put these little things on there. It's either that or something that you could use for like a clip for here for like maybe a shawl or something like that. But I don't think that it's strong enough to do that. So this one's like a little black bow. This one is sort of embroidered with a crown. And then this one is signed. So it is signed Nancy Katz. It's just a little shell. This one I did look up, and I did see that this is a shoe buckle. So, or a shoe clip. I saw somebody selling a pair for around $18. Unfortunately, I could only find one of each one of these. I don't know. I like old, I like interesting things. Something sort of weird. So this is there. I don't know what this is. I'm thinking it's sort of like a smelling salt thing. It has this here, and you can smell it. It smells really strong, but it smells good. But it's very sort of menthol kind of smell. But it's cool. It doesn't have any markings on the bottom, so I'm assuming it's probably not silver. The paper that's on it seems a little cheap. So I think this was just sort of a trinket that was picked up at some point, but it seems kind of cool. Something else that I grabbed is this Singer vintage sort of buttonholer. Again, I haven't really looked up comps. I think I did briefly. I want to say these sell for like $10. She charged me $1 for it. The thing that I was thinking was possibly of breaking these up. I don't know if it works or not. I didn't try it out or anything, but it does have extra pieces in here. And I just thought it was cool. I like old things. I did not really comp any of this stuff as I went. I just kind of grabbed it. This is Formula 405 bath oil. So there were a few things like just kind of stacked in there. Again, I didn't comp these things. I just kind of picked them up, and at the end she was, you know, tallying everything up, and she charged me $1 for each of these. So this should go for somewhere around $25. There wasn't a comp for the bath oil, but there was, I believe, for a bar soap for the same brand. I'll try to put that up here for you guys. Then I have, this is an older vintage item too. This is Charles of the Ritz whatever that is, Revenescence Powder Glow with Encapsulated Moisturizer, and it's in the color of Translucent 2, light to medium. So this is never used in here. I've already opened it just to see, but it's sealed under here. These go for somewhere around $30. So I paid $1 for it. And then this is the best one of all. So this is Norelle. It's a perfume. It is open, but it looks full, as you can see. So this is going for at least $100. So I'm gonna post this up. I paid $1 for this. So I'll at least get $100. At least get $100. I may be able to get a little bit more because I have the box and everything. So I'll put some comps up here for this so you guys can see. Next is, so I got this whole tray of silver plate silverware. Now, this is, let's see if I can show you one. This is Wallace silver plate. I don't know if it'll show up there, but she gave me the whole tray for $30. And I knew it was a deal. I took it. I didn't even comp it. But, so they have this pattern in the stainless steel. This pattern in stainless steel sold for over $100. So I can only imagine what the silver plate is going to be worth. And typically what I do is break up a set, but with this particular set, I may go ahead and try sell the whole thing together. I may go for somewhere around $150. You can see that some of the forks have a bit of wear to them. I don't know if you can see that here, but some of the forks have a good bit of wear. So yeah, I might go for the 150, 175 range and see what happens and go from there. So yeah, this is around 40 pieces, I believe. I saw this. I love Ansel Adams, and they were charging $1 a book. So the hardback books, Ansel Adams, it does have, you know, a little inscription in it, but I don't care. I love his photography. It's very cool. He does a lot with the national parks, and I just think it's cool. So that one's for me. I also found in the cookbooks, it's the Spice Cookbook. So this one, let's see. This one is copyright 1964. So it just looked really cool. Again, I'm a chef and I love things like this. This will probably just go into my cookbook library. Ooh, this is a heavy one. This was $1. This is Paintings in the Hermitage, and I did comp this before I purchased it. There is a lot of artwork in here. This book goes for around $35. I'll put comps up here. I believe that's what it comped at, around $35, $40. But Frederick Remington, and it's a leather-bound book. It's got the gold on the side of the pages. These are comping out $30 to $50, somewhere in there. Chagall, and with the gold, really good condition. Yeah, and then it's the Easton Press. It's got this little note in here. Really nicely put together. Books, Picasso. Again with a little card in here. this. And then Georgia O'Keeffe. It's really cool. This one also has a card. Easton Press. It's really nice books. So, oh, and then I got these two books I just kind of picked up. I'm not sure if they're worth anything. This is Robert Louis Stevenson Selected Works. Let's see if I can find. This one doesn't have a copyright date in it. This is, I started getting into Edgar Allan Poe. So this is Poe Complete Works. I may end up keeping this one. I really like him. And he's somewhat local to us. So Richmond, Maryland area, Virginia, Charlottesville. Okay. So all of that I pretty much paid somewhere around $90 for. The silverware was the biggest chunk. It was $30, and then everything else was sort of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now, when I paid for those items, I spoke to the lady, and I had seen a whole table of Balique. You remember Balique from my last video, so I picked this up for free, right? This doesn't sell for a terrible amount. I think it's $8 or $9 it sells for. But for free, you can't beat it. So I noticed that there was a whole table of Balique, and it was all priced individually. So $10, $12, $20. But they were on the last day of this estate sale. And I asked the lady how much she would want for all of the Balique on the table. She said, oh, let's go take a look. So she goes down and she starts sort of adding things up in her head. And she said, she's like, I think $100 might be too much for you. And I said, well, I'd pay $60 for everything. And she said, yes. So that was awesome. I purchased all of this Balique. So this little sort of creamer. This one. This is the best piece of all. This is a coffee pot. Really pretty. Really pretty. And I should be able to get most of my money back that I spent on the entire collection with just this one piece. So, between this piece and this perfume, I've pretty much made my money back with this whole purchase. And yeah, pretty happy about that. I did have one piece of Lenox as I was unpacking. I didn't realize that it was Lenox. I felt like when I was wrapping everything that this felt a little different. And you can see it's, you know, a lot more smooth. It's a little bit thicker. The leek is really, really thin. You can pretty much see through it. And it's really pretty. It's really delicate, really pretty. One thing that I did want to talk about, I told you guys that we went to some thrift stores last weekend. I didn't pick up a ton from the thrift stores. I had already spent a good bit of money at estate sales. I didn't find a whole lot, but we did try out one thrift store that we had never been to. Tim had driven by there a few times with a neighbor of ours, and he really wanted to go check it out. Well, we were in there, and I know, like, when he is studying something, he found something good. Like, he's standing there, and he's just, like, looking. And I said, hey, did you find something? And he was like, I think I just found this thing, and it was $15. And those of you that know video games will probably know what this is. I'm not a video game person, so I did not know what this was. But Steel Battalion. So he got this for $15. I don't know if you can see that there. $15, right? He didn't even comp it. He just grabbed it. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the game. So he looked through the games there. This thrift store also has like a sister thrift store. So they're very close to one another though, like within a half a mile. But the sister thrift store mostly has clothing. This thrift store deals with everything else. The clothing one though, they do have some other items that they have there as well. So we did check both thrift stores just to make sure they didn't have a game. But everything is in here. Manual, we have the box. Everything is in really good condition. Like, I think they just played it a few times and then threw it in here and stored it here. I mean, it almost looks like it wasn't even used. This is going for, this whole thing with the box goes for $250 to $300 on eBay. I'm gonna put some comps up, and yeah, he definitely got the deal of the weekend last weekend. He won for sure. He won. So we haven't been able to do a lot of storage units because they're just not selling them in our area right now because of the whole COVID situation. They're giving people a bit of a break, I think, because people aren't wanting to come out and people have lost their jobs. So I think they're, you know, and rightfully so, they're giving people a little bit of a break, a little time to catch up on things, I believe. So yeah, so we've been sort of decided that we were gonna just do the yard sale and estate sale thing for now. And we do it when we don't have children. So yeah, he did a great job on this one. So I'm gonna get this one listed. I'm probably gonna do this auction style, starting at $250 and then see where it goes from there. Yeah, this was a great find on his part. But he knows video games. I don't know video games. All right, and I'm really happy. I've been telling everyone that we have reached our 100 subscribers. So we are going to give away our stamps. So you have Janis Joplin and Elvis Presley. And as long as you live in the 48 contiguous states, and if you live outside of there and you want to pay shipping, that's fine with me. Or you want to pay the additional shipping, that's fine with me. But I'm going to ship this for free, obviously. And it gets a little bit expensive shipping internationally. But yeah, go ahead and put a comment down below. Let me know, I don't know, what kind of questions should we ask?
Use a comment there.
Should I ask them for their favorite Elvis song?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the comments down below, if you want to enter for our drawing, and Allie's gonna help me with the drawing on the next video. But go ahead and either comment Elvis or tell us what your favorite Elvis song is. Some of you might not like Elvis, but I like Elvis. Anyway, thank you guys for getting us there. 100 subscribers. Yes.
You almost can get a gold button, Mommy.
Oh yeah? I think I need a little more work for that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can celebrate when you have the most subscribers you want.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you need.
Thank you guys for all your support. We really appreciate it. This is what we do. Thank you. We really appreciate you. So,
Forecast question. I don't know.
I don't know. So in that spirit, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. Give me any comments or questions you might have down below. Stay well, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, that's what I said. Stay safe. No.